Welcome everyone to the walkthrough of Mysteria by Native Instruments. And this is a pretty cool instrument that can create some sort of voice layers and background atmospheres and stuff like that. So, instead of just talking around here for now, let's listen to a few different sounds. I've already got it loaded up. It's for the Kontakt Player, and that's what the interface looks like. So basically you have voices on the left and the right that you can mix and adjust. But like I said, we'll just listen to a couple of different ones. There's a huge selection of atmospheric sounds and clusters and Atmos mixed. So we'll just start with the basic one here. Let's try another one. Anxious chant. And let's do dark period. Okay, so that was that for Atmos. Let's just quickly listen to some cluster sounds. What else? Minor drama sounds interesting. And one more maybe. Undecided moves. Cool, so I guess you get the idea. Let's just check out Cluster and Atmo. Choral crowd. And maybe The Undertaker. Yeah, that sounds wicked. So I guess, you get the idea. These are definitely not, your typical lead sounds or anything, but it gives some a pretty good background atmosphere and emotion. So let's actually... Oh yeah, and so here in the preset menu, so when you just click on the name, you get this menu, which is a lot nicer than the one up here. And you can also search for certain moods or whatever. So for dark and character vowels, and then it gives you different things to try. Or maybe you want to search for males, dreamlike. Okay. So let me close this. Come on. And let's go back to the first one here. Okay. So you have your two basic sounds that can consist of up to 2 different layers each, but we'll get into that in a minute. So these are your two masks and your two voices basically, and here in the middle this is your mixing. So if you move it to the right, you can only hear the right sound. So yeah, you get the idea. This is your blend matrix basically, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the main page that we have here. You can adjust the volume of each of those two layers with those things down here, and you can also like randomize the add mode down here, and you can choose different sources and parameters on and effects on, or if you want to try sound. So that's a fun thing to play around, but honestly I've never really used it. So okay, then over here this is your layer page basically, and that matrix always sticks with every page on here. So you can always check out what each sound sounds like. And you can also mute layers. So let's do this. So, you know, which is pretty handy, like for example, if you like this sound but I don't know, just certain sound or frequency range you don't want, then you have the option to mute that here. And oops. So yeah, and what I just did, you know, you can click on each of those masks and choose another one if you want to. So it's pretty neat. You can make some pretty cool atmospheric textures, or you know, pad kind of sounds, or choral sounds, whatever. So yeah, lots of potential in this for sure. So yeah, each of those voices has its own volume knob here, a pan knob. So let's just pan those two on the very hard left and right. So yeah, come on. Okay, doesn't matter. So yeah, and you have your mix section here that gives you different miking types basically. So you have full, close, and ambient, and depending on what you choose, you know, the sound will change. Let's actually, nope. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, that's it for basically the mix section and voice section here. You have also the option to do a pitch change or spread it. Over here you can adjust the attack and the release, and here you have the layers and you can choose crossfade and adjust the levels here between them. So yeah, like I said, there's lots of potential here, a lot of just different types of options that you can use to adjust the sound to wherever you want to have. And you know, this could also be cool for video games or cinematic stuff. So yeah, and that was already it for the voices section. Let's just quickly restore the original one here. Yeah, so here we have the effect section, as with most of the Kontakt instruments you'll have that, and you know, just different effects that you can apply to the voices. Now these apply to both layers of left and right, so this section will affect the right faces, so basically these voices, and this left section of course will affect both of these, so this and that. So yeah, you can basically just play around with those effects if you want to. Lots of stuff here like drive, color, hacker, that is, you know, kind of like a gate type of thing, I guess. Oh yeah, you can now hear it. Yeah, so this gives you a kind of gate type of sound, and you know, some modulation, stereo, phaser, drive, and color. Then in the next section we have the yeah, that's off. DQ section, and you can bypass that by just clicking, or activate and deactivate it by clicking on those dots. So yeah, this is the equalizer, pretty much self-explaining. Then, oh wait, actually, no, okay. Yeah, you can only do it here. With your reverb, you can choose different spaces, as you can see here. You can also choose to do a delay, like an echo, vintage style. So yeah, then you have your different places or rooms in here in that list. So what do we have for echo? Yeah, different echoes, dirty echo, blacks echo. Oh yeah, let's do a slower one so it's easier to hear. So yeah, and here we have replica, so that's just to shape your tone basically. Let's turn this on. Actually, here's the regular sound. Yeah, also gives you like an echo kind of sound, some cloudy. So yeah, that's that for the effect section. And here we are at the last page already, which are your master effects. These give you an equalizer, saturation, and some dynamics like compressors. I don't know, I've honestly never made use of those because I just like to do it on my insert in my DAW. But yeah, maybe some people find it useful to do it right here. So you have the option to do that, to EQ your stuff. Add some saturation. And like I said, the compressor leveling amp we've got here. Okay. Yeah, and then you have a few settings that if you're playing with a MIDI controller, you can adjust it here, like the curve and the XY. And that was it for Mysteria. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're really doing a lot of, you know, dark stuff or very atmospheric or choral stuff, I think, or even horror, I think this is a really cool tool for it. And if you have a chance, give it a try. I believe they have over 800 sources that you can choose your sounds from, and yeah, like I said, it gives you a lot of variety and just a lot of space to play around with. And yeah, with the menu here, you can actually get to your desired sound hopefully fairly quick, and you don't really have to run through all of these one by one, because that would just probably take up a whole week. So yeah, if you have a chance, definitely give it a try. I can only recommend it. And that was it for the walkthrough of Mysteria. Have fun, make music.